Good morning and welcome to the first episode of St. Andrew's Come and See. I'm John Pollock, the rector of St. Andrew's, and in this first episode I'd like to show you just inside the doors of this church so that when you enter you're greeted by two special characters, two special people. Come and see. When you first enter St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in Morehead City, you're greeted by two saints. The first is, of course, St. Andrew. The other saint that is greeting you when you enter the front doors of our church is St. Paul. St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in Morehead City has a very close relationship and connection with St. Paul's Episcopal Church in Beaufort. In 1919, the Reverend Dr. George Lay came to Beaufort as rector, and he was given the task by the bishop at that time to develop a congregation here in Morehead City. He did so mostly by boat, crossing the waterway and coming here on Sunday afternoons to meet with Episcopalians in local homes and to develop a congregation. Within a couple of years, there was enough of a congregation to have a church, and they brought a wooden chapel that was decommissioned from World War I and located it on a lot at the end of Bridges Street, very close to where Floyd's Restaurant is right now. They worshiped there for a few years, but in 1933, what's called the Great Hurricane of 1933 destroyed that little chapel, and the congregation was not able to rebuild at that time. So since there had been a bridge recently built between the waterway between Morehead City and Beaufort, the congregation continued to worship, but they worshiped with their sister congregation of St. Paul's in Beaufort. They never gave up hope of continuing as a congregation here in Morehead City. And it was not until the early 1950s, the late 1940s, that they were able to gather enough momentum and finances to begin building this building. So when they did so, they never let go of the memory that the people of St. Paul's in Beaufort had been so gracious to them and had been hospitable to them. And so St. Paul, their patron saint, is here in our building as a reminder of our close relationship.